That was stupid. Alright, what's up guys, it's Baymores, and I'm back with another Black Ops Cold War video, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I might do some talking and playing at the end, but the beef of this video, what is really based around what you clicked on the video for, is pretty much all the classes that I run for sniping and the settings I run. They're really what I've found to be the best, just across the board. You can see I'm level 53 on this account. I don't have the Barrett yet on this account. I have other videos explaining what happened. I've used the Barrett a lot, or the M82 a lot. My account got reset. I've used it a ton. That's the one discrepancy. Alright, so first I'm gonna show you my overkill class. This is what I run most of the time. What I run on my Barrett class is what I use when I'm not using the overkill class. Anyway, with the Tundra, I use the hammer forged barrel, which you can switch between the Tiger team or the hammer forged, but really hammer forged is when you're accurate and you want to shoot as fast as you can. It's just so much better than this, and it doesn't take a bullet from your magazine. The damage barrel is nice when you can't really hit your shots that well. It took me a little bit to get used to the hammer forge, but after using it for a little while, it's just unbelievably better. Then the Tiger team spotlight, it reveals enemies at a distance. It puts red dots over their head. You can see in pretty much all my clips I have this, and it has literally saved my life so many times. I've gotten kills where I just haven't seen people, so it helps immensely, and it's worth that lack of sprint to fire time. Then the magazine, 7-round mag, because it's the only increased ammo capacity that doesn't slow you down. Then I use the airborne elastic wrap. This is where there's going to be some arguments. If you have auto tac sprint on, which I'll get to later on in this video, but if you have auto tac sprint on, or automatic sprint, I'm used to Modern Warfare, then the serpent wrap may be better. I still stick with the airborne elastic because of the flinch resistance and aim while going prone. With the serpent wrap, it balances out the ADS and the sprint fire, so it's not as fast ADS, but the sprint fire is not hit nearly as hard, which sprint fire is just as important as ADS, especially if you're running auto sprint. And this is a little more informative than my recent videos have been. I feel like this is the best way to do these kinds of videos. And for the stock, run the marathon stock. The Raider pad is okay if you don't really want to no scope at all, but no scoping, especially at close range, is so helpful. And now for the pelington, same exact thing, except Tiger team barrel. That's pretty much it. Everything else on it is the exact same as the LW3 Tundra. And then what I normally run on this class, I'll run a stim. Sometimes I'll run stun, but stim is way more useful. Tomahawk, because I want to hit cool clips and stuff with a tomahawk. And then a jammer. A jammer is probably the best thing you can use that's not really bitchy to use. Like the gas mine, that's just kind of bitchy. The SAM turret, I've never seen one do anything. With the jammer, you just want people to not know where you are. For my perks, I run tac mask, flak jacket, and ninja. For the wildcard lawbreaker, you can run 2 perk ones. All you have to do is, here, I'll take this off. The quartermaster on, if you don't want that, just hit square or X if you're on Xbox. It'll remove it. You can come over here and just use it. It's only if you have lawbreaker on though. And now let's go right over to the Barrett. We have to go custom games. Please give me my account back, Activision. I'd really like it. The Diamatti is just so overpowered, especially if you have the dual wield, the anime ones. Oh my god, they're so good. 1911 is still solid, and the Magnum it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. The fire rate's a little bit slow. I did have it on my other account. The Wakizashi is a really, really good melee. It has solid range, but the attachments on my Barrett, basically the same. Tiger team spotlight, 7-round mag, airborne elastic wrap, and then the CQB pad. It's not called marathon stock. It's called the CQB pad on the Barrett. The marathon stock on the Barrett it's not as good. Stim shot, tomahawk, jammer. Perks. When I use a class that's not overkill, then I'll run perk greed, and I run these perks. I run tac mask, flak jacket, tracker, gearhead, spycraft, and ninja. I don't run gung ho because it's not really worth it, or ghost, or cold blooded. These perks are so underrated. Ninja, you move more quietly, with footsteps are so loud in this game. And then spycraft, immune to counter spy plane, which get called in all the fucking time. Immune to basically everything, man. You're immune. You don't trigger prox mines, gas mines, and you can booby trap care packages, which is a bonus, but spycraft is really helpful. So yeah, those are my main classes on all my snipers that I run. Coming out of my settings, I play on max sense 1414. On this game, the movement is so good. It's really, really good. Just so smooth. So max sense is really easy to get used to compared to other Call of Duty. Actually, I went back on BO4 last night, and it felt so goddamn clunky. They've really refined the movement on this engine. Low zoom, I run 0.8. That's when you're aiming down sight, it slows it down a little bit. That way you can be a little bit more precise. High zoom is a 2.0. It seems a little bit counterproductive. At first, I ran a lower high zoom. I ran like a 0.8 or something like low zoom. But I found that when you're sniping, it's easier to snap. It's so, like, hard scoping is a little bit tough. It's tough to pinpoint. but that first snap, that initial snap, you'll notice when you're using a red gun, sometimes you just snap, like the first shot you hit, and then you're just all over the place. It's because that muscle memory instinct, that initial snap is just so accurate. But the low zoom, lower to low zoom sensitivity is just so you can stay on target. And it makes aim assist feel a little bit stronger with those low zoom weapons. Then button layout, I run default. I used to run tactical, but I got a scuff now, so I don't. And then I play on flipped. I use the bumpers to aim and shoot. A glitch I kind of went over in my last video kind of angrily, but when you hit the left trigger sometimes, it's not doing it now, but when you move forward and hit the left trigger, you just start looking up. Can't tell you why. Sometimes it's way faster than that too. Like, pull out a sniper. I'm just straight up. I don't know why. No idea at all. But it is what it is. Hey, let's try to... Okay, that's actually... Is that just my controller? I don't know. Let me know if you've had the same issues in the comments. I don't fucking know. So flipped is my go-to because that is terrible. That should not happen. Aim response curve is standard. So basically with standard, the less you push on the stick, the slower it'll go. And then the more you push the stick, the faster it'll go, working up to max sense. Dynamic is, it's that initial snap. It like a little bit of push makes you spin quick, and then it slows down, and then it speeds back up. And linear is just, you touch a stick, you are moving. You're turning max sense. Standard is what older Call of Duties have always stuck to, so I just stick with that. Aim assist, keep that shit on. Precision target aim assist mode. That shit is so... I wouldn't be surprised if they nerf it. I have a bunch of friends that are just not using it because they don't want to be at a disadvantage when it does inevitably get nerfed, but fuck it, I'm just using it. If it helps me snipe, I'm gonna use it. I don't care. Airborne mantle behavior, you can put that on manual. I don't really like it. I just like automatic. I mean, I get kind of pissed at randomly mantling over stuff, but it's not as annoying as not being able to mantle over something when I want to mantle over something. The thresholds for sticks. This is the dead zone. The left stick, I put all the way down to 1. Some people, they have to have it a bit higher because their sticks are busted. But the left stick, you don't really have to worry about that much. You actually want a lot, you want a lot of sensitivity in that because you want to be able to fucking move. You know what I'm talking about? But the right stick, you don't want that to have crazy stick drift because if you have that too low, you'll notice you just don't have control over yourself. So I keep that around 4 for me. What I would do is I would go all the way down, go to 0 and see how it's moving. Okay, there's some stick drift there. So go to settings, bump it up 1. There's still, yep, still stick drift. And if you got a lot, maybe bump it up a couple times. Still stick drift? Yeah, I got a little bit. Boom. Right there. I have a little bit, but I'm keeping it. I don't care. I'm keeping my settings. Auto sprint is what I was talking about before. This has saved my thumb. I have some shoulder shoots from the past that kill my thumb a little bit and make me have some numbness in my thumb. And auto sprint has saved me so much. I would genuinely get like pain because the nerves are fucked in my arm. So when I would have to push forward, especially on the Modern Warfare with the doubles, with the tactical sprint, you have to hit the button twice. I wasn't able to play it because it would just, I wasn't able to sprint around the map. So with auto sprint, you just push forward and you sprint. It's so helpful, especially saving your controller and just being able to have a little bit more like cracked out movement, I guess. The only downside is you get caught off guard in a lot of gunfights. That's where attachments that help with your sprint to fire speed really come to play. Just keep that in mind with your settings versus class setup. Sprint cancels reload, I have that off. On older Call of Duties and in the beta of this game, you can actually reload cancel. So with like the LW3 Tundra, the bolt speed was pretty slow. So you could actually shoot, reload, and then sprint forward to cancel that reload. And it would make it so you didn't have to work the bolt. And it was not a crazy speed difference, but it helped. And like games like MW3, you could reload cancel really fast and shoot like the L11, the slowest gun in that game, really fast. Field of view is huge in this game. If you don't know about it yet, I'm sorry, you're living under a rock. First, motion blur, turn that off. You don't need to ask why, just turn it off. It'll make your screen so much more clear. The default field of view. This is the default field of view. All right, we're sitting here. It looks like you're looking through a keyhole, man. It's not good. This is what I play on. You can see so much more. It's so much wider. And then we're going to turn it up to 120, which is the absolute best for visibility. The reason I don't use it is because it's harder to hit targets at range. It's harder to see stuff at range. 103 is just a little thing I did to be fucking quirky or something. It's someone said it, so I used it. And I don't know, I really like it. It's better than 100, I think. It's just a really nice sweet spot. I know this wasn't really a normal video for me to make, but I've seen so many people asking for class setups, attachments, settings, all that shit. So I figured I would make a video with all of it just in one, just kind of like to put it out there, you know? So normal style videos will be back tomorrow. I have some campaign videos that I just need to cut up and edit. Maybe some, I was thinking about playing Black Ops 4 for a video. Hopefully when I get my account back, I'll actually get back to being able to do like different variant videos. If you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on if you enjoyed it. If you want to see my other style videos of me basically talking about shit, hitting clips and getting mad at the game. If you enjoyed the video or if it helped you at all, feel free to like the video. If it didn't help you at all, dislike it, I guess. Let me know that I'm an asshole. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time.